Yo, come all, nothing but love, nothing but respect. You know what we do, what we don't, what we is, and what we is here today for Hunter chapter 394. As far as I'm aware, My Hero Academia and maybe Black Clover are on break this week, so this may be my first video for the week. And I do have to apologize in advance because if I sound odd or off today, it is because I am sick as anything. My throat is killing me, my sinus is all banged up, right? But it's not going to stop me getting through my daily dose of manga. But now that that's out of the way, all right, we're going to get into the greatness it is Hunter chapter 394. But before we do, actually, just while we're at it, help the channel out, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for more notifications for content for videos just like this. Check out all that good stuff, give the video a thumbs up, and yeah, let's get into it. I'm gonna really punish my throat here because I know Togashi is just an absolute criminal when it comes to the amount of dialogue in his chapters. So if I start coughing, I do apologize. I've got a nice warm cup of tea here to try and just help my vocal folds just relax. Let's get into it though. I'll be happy to go with you first, but I must use the bathroom. You see, at my age, you can't walk around with a full bladder. The sprung trap offense and defense from the door. Didn't the guard just completely disappear when they went in there? I don't care if you piss yourself. Just get out. Just get over here. I'm dead serious. How troublesome. Who knows what might happen? Ooh. And he throws a dagger into his thigh. I'm in so much pain. What the hell is wrong with you people? I'm just a defenseless old man. Ouch, ouch, ouch. It hurts so much. There's not even any blood, old man. Where's your real body? I'll show you what getting stabbed for real looks like. I used to be a con man. I'd jump in front of cars. The more I rolled around in pain, the more honest people would believe I was injured. How the times have changed. Who cares? Where are your and the corporal's bodies? You know, it just disappears. So I'm going to assume he's a conjurer. And he's just conjured up an illusion and blocked them out. He just vanished. Does that mean he's got the same kind of powers as the boss? Why don't we leave the heli to the troop? You've already found your circle. All that's left is to clean up. Let's just send the troop over to the heli hideout and let them run wild. I'm gonna go pick up that shiv. Hey, don't go in there. And he just immediately disappears. He said, yeah, dude just straight vanishes. Tashi disappeared. Just as I thought. It's probably the same guy who abducted your men before. It's a trap that takes you to a different location when you enter. It's certainly a trap, but this must be someone else's ability. That guy was killed by Nobagana, the spider. Did I say that? No. Did I say that wrong? Nobunaga. Really? They stayed at our HQ for a little while. They're gone now, but the murderer's head and torso are still there. They said themselves they would crush the Heli family. I see. I'm sure they'd be able to handle this trap too. Guess I'll have a look around myself. Oh, an old mate. Oh no! This poor little short fat fuck. Huh? I just entered the room. Why am I in front of a door? Yeah, an old mate just slits his throat, smile on his face, looking like bloody Tintin. Oh sweet, I just reached level 21. Congrats. I'll take care of him. I'm a transmuter. Come on a mission. Oh man, a conjurer. Seems like there's a lot of left-handed conjurers. Mon, this is the last of the trash. Terrebellum, emitter, smuggler assassin, level 21. Vaconte said he has directly connected this room to the disposal plant. Gotcha. Chief, give me a hand. Yep. At this rate, we'll all be hitting level 21 in no time. It'll be your turn to level up soon. Chiffon Toto, Conjurer. Seamstress. Ornament Factory Worker, level 6. Roger that. Mont Blanc Toto. Okay, so they're siblings. Chiffon and Mont Blanc. Corpse Disposal. Yo, this feels like, in terms of naming, this feels like we're getting some One Piece love there, almost. Animal Feed Factory Worker. Although, both of those words I'm pretty sure are French. So it's probably more some French love than it is One Piece love. The steward we left in the VIP area as a liaison with the 4th prince has gone quiet. Oh, okay. Are we getting some Tserriednich love? I see. Seems like Tserriednich might be onto us. I figured it would be a while before someone discovered this place. But based on Giadam's report, looks like time is running out. Ooh, do you hear that? It's thunder. Very, very loud and long thunder. Therefore, I'd like to bring one of Tserriednich's men over to our side. One of you will go with Dogman and capture a guard. Changing clothes seems like a plan. If possible, I'd rather do the organ work. Retrieve, transmuter, temp agency staff. Then I'll go, sort of manipulator, underworld doctor, assassin level 31. Yo, we got the prince. They've got the prince/princess herself. Knowing Tserriednich, he'll definitely want to kill me himself for betraying him. But it seems as the succession war is ongoing, we have no way of telling when he might make his move. In order to keep an eye on his whereabouts, I want to infect one of his soldiers with contagion. If you find any of the soldiers on this list, please bring them here. Room 3101's passageway is no good anymore, so use door C. Understood. Oh god. I'm gonna sneeze trying to say this word. Orarigi and Yucatani take shifts guarding the door. No doubt there will only be there'll only be mafia soldiers around. Yo, Togashi has, like, this may be a little less blocky in the original Japanese, but translating this to English, there's so much text in such a small space, and like trying to zoom in, like you'd be zooming in and out and in and out and in and out. But if you come across any of Tserriednich's bodyguards, lure them here. Sure. It'll be troublesome if the first prince soldiers come. Can we turn them away on legal grounds? An enhancer, garbage man level 21. Yo, this dude's level 27, bloody hell. No. Yucatani Conjurer, corrupt lawyer level 27. Notary and Surfil return to room 3131 and report back on the situation room 3101 from there. Roger that. So he's a plumber and a hacker. The hacker's level 28 too, damn. How'd you go back to room 3101 again? The door in room 3131 got us to the base, and then we came here through the cleanup room, right? So let's just retrace our steps. We go from the cleanup room to the disposal room, then use a door to the living room. Yes, dude, so confused. One more time, please. You didn't follow that? Dude, you're not going to last long. It's a pain, so I'll just follow. What would you do without me? Dog? Yo, what? Dog man? Is this a dude just wearing a dog mask, or is this like an actual dog man? I'm going to need a few more levels, though. Dogman Enhancer, Pro Wrestler level 36. God damn. Yeah, I also love her as a chibi there. You've got the most important mission of all. Please find a guard. You're right, let's prioritize you at the new disposal plant and get you up to level 50 at least. Yeah, Okay, this is actually gonna, like, she's one of my favorite princes, especially with the whole being a leader of the criminal underground. But I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm really nervous. I don't know if I've really spoke about it on the channel so far. I did a TikTok about this not too long back. By the way, if you haven't already, check out the link tree in the description down below to check out my things like Twitter, Twitch, Discord, and TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. I'm trying to go to 1,000 followers on TikTok so I can live debate on there as well. Might even be able to sync up live streaming on here and down on there as well. But in my theory, I was talking about how nervous I am for Tserriednich, especially since the spiders are in the middle of a war with Hisoka, and more specifically, I'm really terrified of the prospects of Tserriednich being a specialist, having a Nen Beast and his own Nen based abilities. I'm wondering if he's going to be able to put restrictions on himself to steal at least one person's ability, and the restrictions to make his Nen even better, maybe he can steal one person's ability but remove restrictions for that ability or something like that. And again, this is just me doing headcanon that for like, I know Togashi hasn't been able to do a lot lately with Hunter x Hunter, and obviously it's great that he's coming back. But think about this, right? Big brain energy here. Making the villains strong enough that they can handle people like Meruem, because when we get off this arc, we're going to be in the Dark Continent where all the threats are really going to be around those sorts of levels, right? So these characters are going to need to have some insane power creep to get to a point where they can handle themselves like that. And if Tserriednich he's my personal pick for who's going to win the Succession War, right? And it's going to result in the spiders, for the most part, are wiped out, right? If not all. He rises from the ashes as the most threatening foe in this area, and then we get a team up with Hisoka and Kurapika with their prince, right? To try, who's just barely sort of survived, sort of thing, to try and deal with Tserriednich on the Dark Continent, because I think that would be mortifying, to say the least. But like I said, if he, as a specialist, because he's pretty much got no limitations, and he's already got an Nen Beast to do other stuff, right? If he's able to third-party Chrollo and take Chrollo's ability, and whether it's part of his restriction that he can take someone's ability but only one person's, but he can remove the restrictions of it, or, hear me out with this, when Chrollo dies, his Nen after death allows his ability to continue working without restriction, right? And Tserriednich's able to third-party Hisoka versus Chrollo, which would piss off Hisoka more than anything, and essentially cheat, killing Chrollo and taking Chrollo's ability to steal other people's abilities with far less limitations. And maybe at that point as well, if that happens before the Succession War completely concludes, think about how crazy it would be if he starts being able to take some of his siblings' abilities as he kills them. Alright? I'm just saying, it's one of the worst case situations from like a good guy perspective, but I'm sitting here on bated breath, like, he's being set up to be one of the craziest, scariest, most monstrous villains, but he's going to have to compete with people like Meruem once we get off here, realistically, right? And as much as it would hurt to see people like Chrollo go, it would easily explain like how strong he is if he's got a specialist Nen Beast on top of Chrollo's abilities that are upgraded because of Nen after death, resulting in him being able to get other people's abilities too. And his whole thing might be that he's just too greedy in a way with other people's abilities, and so by grabbing too many abilities, he may not be super good at using any one of them in particular. My theory, bear with me for it, that's I'm scared, but I'm also hopeful for that to happen in the story. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, let's get back to this. So we've got the recording cat looking around. Oh, does he change it back to the video camera? All right. And they see the men burst in. Looks like they've cleared out. Captain, there's a body here. Looks like he's a member of the Cha'ar family. That will justify our forced entry. Contact the Central Police Station and request an inspection. Tell them that a heli member was resisting arrest and escaped to this room after shooting at us, so we had to break in. The heli never submitted a list of their members to public safety, so we would have to treat them as regular civilians. This room is registered as a gang office, so until the culprit is identified, they have no choice but to treat it as a gang-related offence. The problem comes when a so-called civilian body is found and a career-driven officer who can't read the room makes a bad decision. If it's fielded under mafia-based civilian murder instead of active rebellion, things might get out of hand. We must arrest the boss of the Heli family, Marina Prudo, before worse comes to worse. It'd be great if we could deal with her before she causes too much trouble for Prince Tserriednich. Now that ZU and Cha'ar families have joined forces, Tier 3 will get cleaned up. Still, it'd be best to avoid antagonizing the police and royal guards during inspections, so stick to smaller firearms. Captain, if the Heli family has one or more Nen users, wouldn't it be best to come up with a plan to counter them? Oh, he doesn't know about Nen? Nen, what's that? It's a special power that's spreading like a virus on Tier 1. It's a considerable threat. It's probably why Prince Tserriednich hasn't handled the urgent situation yet. I suggest we prepare ourselves for battle where conventional weapons aren't effective. And who exactly reported this to a lowly second-class private like you? Volkson, a member of the Royal Living Quarters Guard Association. First-class driven Volkson. I think I'll strongly request for her to be reassigned to Tier 3 as an advisor. And one more thing, second-class private Otsushin. If you ever abdicate Prince Tserriednich's name again, I'll rip those dopey-looking eyes right out of your sockets. And I'll have you on the front line for the rest of your life. Which won't be long because you'll be first up against one of those users, you punk. Yes, sir. You really are an idiot. You're getting Volk mixed up in this too. Her intel will be crucial. The reason Marina planned this uprising is obvious, right? You think she'd pick a fight with a Tserri or zero chance of winning? With Tserri with zero chance of winning? Well, there's an idiot right next to me who provoked the corporal with zero chance of winning, so it worked out in the end. Though, right? Volk's getting reassigned. Shin, I'm seriously gonna shoot you if you don't shut up. You worthless little brat. This might be the last time we see the Royal Guard School's 4th class famous shouting match. Hey man, don't jinx this. No, but if you look at it objectively, it may be true. Oh, whoa. This ain't a manga, this is just Togashi coming back with the short novel sort of stuff. Alright, let's get into this, love. The corporal was clearly a few days old, meaning they didn't find it. During the second wave inspection, or rather, they didn't want to find it. Well, when it comes to mafia disputes, the police and army are fairly lenient, as long as there are no civilian casualties. But during the inspection, the army would have had no reason to think the dead guy was mafia, right? Their inspection of the heli office was likely nothing more than a verbal check. The police understands this much at least. So the coroner will probably surmise at a time of death that is more consistent with the inspection time. Can you say the same for the Hunter Association? If they turn up for the autopsy, that will change everything. The coroner's tampering would certainly be exposed. What if that caused the association to disrupt Kakin and take matters into their own hands? The Hunter Association's main jobs are guarding the printers and providing support on Tier 3, right? I'm not sure if they'd get involved in a mafia dispute. That bodyguard duty is a big problem. The Hunters probably only found out about the troublesome seed urn ceremony after they boarded, same as us. If the Hunters realise the blood ties between the mafia and the royal family, and what those second track fakers are up to, they might consider eliminating them to protect the prince. That'd be bad. I see. It would suit the Justice Ministry just fine if the Mafia was wiped out. They want to be more independent. Exactly. And the Mafia's extermination would suit the first prince too, if rumors spread to the army. Justice Department and Hunter Association might all be coming for them. A war could break out between the Kakan Empire and the Mafia. It's clear from their eradication, the old members, without any concern for hiring new ones, and them boarding the ship as civilians, that the Heli are bent on destroying the balance. And it's just as the corporal says, if the career-driven central police officers makes the wrong decision, their statements might be the triumph that signals the end. War is one thing, but this would be a one-sided insurrection. If the Allied Mafias were to rally some lower-class citizens from Tier 4 and 5 to their side, it would be far outnumbered, no chance. Corporal Gipper, I have a question. How come you aren't yelling at them for talking non-stop? Because they aren't worthless idiots like you. And they're right. They can't delay the capture of Marina Prudo any longer. Now I understand, sir. Yo, who's that bucktooth fella? Surely that's not meant to be him. To be fair, Captain Otushin has a point. Oh? Omori, can I kiss you? Die. It's true that Prince Tserriednich has remained silent despite Marina's rebellion. Knowing the prince, there's only one reason he would delay getting revenge on a traitor. He must have found a new toy. Are you referring to this guy? Oh, are you referring to his gun disassembly and reassembly training in 7th grade? I've heard rumours about that. He held himself up in the room practicing without eating or sleeping until he beat the military school's fastest record, right? Yeah, but that guy wouldn't ever call it training, just playing. Don't call him that guy. One classmate would argue with him during training. After the award ceremony, the prince shot him in the leg. Oops, that was a secret. The infamous "you can only talk back if you break my record" incident. Except he decided to return fire instead of words. If you're going to act all high and mighty just cause you're a prince, you'd best pick it up. Is a solid argument, though you can't just shoot a guy over that. He's so short-tempered. Solid arguments don't fly with the prince. You're probably the only one who could get away with talking back to him so casually. So you're saying the reason why the prince isn't taking action against the Heli is because he's learning to control this so-called net ability? Yep. At least it's the most likely hypothesis. Yo, they are on point with him. And, I mean, if you're going to take him out, like, I know these guys are all for him, but if anyone was going to take him out, it would be freaking now that you need to do it. We should wait for the Volkson to arrive and confirm the facts first, but at this point, it's probably safe to hypothesize that Maria has end powers too. Also, without looking too suspicious, we should periodically request different deployments. Yeah, in preparation for the worst case scenario. Why is that? Any mafia cleanup plan would definitely be kept under wraps, meaning that guards won't be privy to the timing or details. When the operation begins, passages between tiers 2 and 3 will be limited to official royal troops only. Considering our status, the fastest way to tell when the operation commencing is by seeing with our deployment trainer requests when our deployment transfer request is rejected or put on hold. It's actually annoying how damn smart you guys are. If you actually applied yourselves, you could easily join the prince's bodyguards or even the official royal troops. Why don't you? Too much effort. A bunch of slackers, huh? I guess I'm the only one who cares about moving up. Slackers. If I want to call myself his friend, should I be by his side pestering him to change? I wonder. We've been together since birth. It can't be helped. It's in his nature. Is there nothing we can do? How do we change him if he doesn't want to change himself? What can we do? Even though we didn't ask for this, we're in this position, so we have to try. The closer you get, the less of a friend you become. That's why we remain at the lowest ranks, the furthest away, shouting, Tserriednich, are you really okay with this? Yeah, and that's him shooting the dude. Please give me some more Tserriednich. Currently, our dear Prince Tserriednich is undergoing Nen training with his bodyguard Theta, as we suspected. By the way, that's top secret. Any gossip would mean an instant demotion. What's this Nen thing all about anyway? Like I said, it's ultra top secret, so I don't know. It's a shame. I was just about to start a serious investigation into it. Volk, you're really pissed off, aren't you? You betcha. I only told you as a warning. And go and blab to Gipper. What a way to repay your debt. We needed to know the particulars. I even suggested reassignment to get you here safe and sound. Ooh, it's really starting to bucket down here. I don't know if you guys can hear it or not. It doesn't look like the mic's picking it up, but it is absolutely bucketing down where I am right now. Right you are, but I'm holding out hope on the 5% chance Gipper will see the big picture, following his conscience and continue to contact us. Oh well, it's all the same now. It's all the same now that I'm down here. It's not like Gipper will get away. My throat is just messed up right now, so I'm struggling here. It's not like Gipper will be getting any intel out of Theta anyway. I know you two are friends, but is that enough for her to share top secret info with you? She might not tell you about Nen, but there's plenty of other stuff that got my attention. Shortly after the emergency broadcast that resulted in the prince learning about Nen, Theta started acting strange. Same with Selkov, who was with her. Depending on how you ask... Ooh, I'm going to have to drop my volume a little bit there because the rain's too heavy. That's better. Depending on how you ask, the questions, there are things you can figure out even when people don't answer. Sorry, I've had to drop the volume again. I could have gotten to the bottom of things, but as long as I'm here, as long as I'm down here, we'll have to make do. Haha, don't worry, we're all on the same wavelength. Marina Perudo is most likely an end user. Therefore, in order to protect ourselves, let's avoid her with all our might. Great. It's the Volk we all know and love. You know, I'll just say this now. I haven't given up on my career aspirations yet. Do you realise how hard it is to flee while acting as if you're searching? Piece of cake, right? We know what Marina looks like, and they don't know any of our faces. Now, we're probably burnt. The tattoo artist who marked us as private soldiers used to be a former member of the Heli family. The prince pulled him out before the massacre of Marina's naming ceremony. But it seems the gang still has our customer data. Best to proceed on the assumption that Marina knows about us. Anyway, is Nen really that dangerous? I don't know the particulars, but what I gleaned from Theta and Salkov's attitude is that Nen is comparable to a weapon best kept secret. I literally just said that more threatening... I literally just said that. More threatening than guns, I said. Yeah, but her persuasive skills are on another level. The weight of yours and Volkson's words are as different as Cotton and Osman. Assuming that the prince is clearly learning Nen, that means we can also use that power, right? One of many things I could have looked into if I was still on tier 1, but right now, self-preservation is our top priority. We're at an overwhelming disadvantage by not knowing the Heli members. Let's try to reach out and cooperate with either the ZU or Char R families at once. Roger. Volk, if any of us get caught by Marina, should we cut them out? You're right, let's make a plan. The way to survive is to think, yo. This was a heavy dialogue chapter, but I'm actually kind of glad that it just focused on, like, more on just, like, the regular people as opposed to the princes. I actually kind of really enjoyed that. Definitely a good chapter, although it was very dialogue heavy, but at the same point in time, it feels like Togashi's making up for very much lost time. I'm just hoping that we're going to get to see Tserriednich soon. Like, properly get to see Tserriednich and get some, proper love and screen time on him again. Because it feels like forever since I've gotten to see his menacing ass face doing stuff. That being said, this was chapter 394 of Hana Hana. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. And while you're at it, like I said at the beginning of the video, subscribe to the channel, help the channel out. Give the video a thumbs up. Hit the bell icon for more notifications for content like this and all that good stuff. And until the next chapter of Hana Hana, or until whatever else it is, peace, have a damn good day. Don't forget to check out the link tree in the description down below. Have a good one. Goodbye.